The next scan class we're going to create is another driven scan class where the operator can control the rate at which we pull the PLC by simply writing to a trigger value. So it's very similar to the previous scan class we created where we're looking at the machines on or off. But rather than getting the value of the trigger from the PLC, we're going to get the trigger from ignition. And we're going to do that by creating, in the designer, a memory tag. So we're going to right click on the tags folder, create a new memory tag. I'm going to call this tag trigger, and I'm going to make it a Boolean tag. The value here would be false. I'm going to go ahead and press OK. So now I have a new tag here that I can use in my scan class that can dictate the rate of these other tags. Now that I have the trigger, I'm going to go ahead and create the scan class. Go to the editor, add a new scan class. I'm going to call this driven manual, and I'm going to make the mode driven, just like we did before. Here the condition is going to be when the trigger tag that we just created, the memory tag, is equal to, again, a 1. So if that condition is true, we're going to run, let's say we're going to run at a 500 millisecond rate, so a very fast rate. If it's false, we're going to run, let's say, at a 4-second rate. So we can let the operators kind of write to this tag, which will really speed up the values, how often we pull the values from the PLC, and when they turn that off, it's going to go at a much slower rate. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. Now that I have the scan class, I'm going to go to my other 3 tags, right-click Edit, and I'm going to put those tags into the driven manual scan class. Okay, so right now they're going to pull at the 4-second rate because the condition's off. So if I go and create a window here and use these tags on the window, let's just say we display them as numeric labels for right now. And then the trigger tag, I'm going to put on the window as a 2-state toggle button. So imagine you put this on the window for an operator. Then the operator can now can turn this trigger on, which can now pull the values at a very, very fast rate. So you can see them coming in really quickly. That way they can look and see if they can find some problems while they turn it on. When they turn it off, it's going to go back to the 4-second rate, the default rate that they want to pull those values from the PLC. So it can be a very handy type of scan class that we can create.